I'm going to go play a game of Frisbee golf this morning, but before I did that, I have something else that's on my mind. I guess the best way to handle any situation is to take it person by person, case by case, because to make a generalization, which I have made in the past, kind of gets a person in trouble. Like if someone comes to me and says, Holly, I hear voices in my head. What do you think? Well, I kind of need a lot more information than just that, because voices in someone's head could be any number of things. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a professional. I'm an expert at my own life and what I've went through. I'm trying to become an expert on Yahusha, my golden bow, because I love him so much. And he's who I'm into and what I'm into. But when it comes to people saying, Holly, I hear voices in my head, I really honestly think it has to be taken person by person, case by case. Now, the people that have come to me in my past, I'm going to be honest with you. All of them did not want to turn to Yahusha and repent and rely on him. All of them wanted me to say, oh, it's voice to skull technology. Yes, you're just so special above and beyond everybody else. Yes, you're just so wanted. Yes, everybody's following after you because you just know so much. Everybody wants you. The cases that I've taken on, this one case in particular keeps ringing in my head. A secular counselor called me up out of the blue and brought me into her cases, but never paid me a single penny. This is what I mean. People are constantly stealing or taking advantage, stealing my work from me or taking advantage of me. Heavenly Abba recently, because of the one case I took a couple months ago where the people would not do their work. It was a whole entire family, from the grandparents to the parents to the grandkids. And these people had a church too in this one case, and they wouldn't even do the work. They wanted their new age Jesus over the truth. But anyway, this other case came to me, and a secular counselor pulled me in on her case, did not pay me for it. And then when I did not give her the answer and her client the answer, who it turned out to be her niece. She didn't do this for any of our other patients, only for her niece, because she cared about her niece. Drags me into her counseling sessions, and then wants to know what I think. And I turned around, I said, it's demonic possession. It's not voice to skull. Holly, you're spiritually abusive. No, I'm not spiritually abusive. I gave you the truth. Now, the niece was hearing voices in her head. The niece was saying how these voices were pushing her around her house too, hiding things on her like her keys and other objects. Her son called 911 on her several times, and her son was saying, Mommy, whatever's going on, Mommy, these are demons. Mommy, whatever's going on, it's demons. This is not right. You're scaring me, Mommy. But Mommy was dead set on it being voice to skull technology, and it being dead set. She was dead set on it being Havana syndrome. Meanwhile, the girl is just an average Joe Schmo or Jane Schmo. But she's so special, and they're after her, and they want her. And I told the secular counselor and her niece, this is demonic possession. This is not advanced technology. Your niece is not Kevin Shipp or Robert Duncan. Your niece is an average person who's demonically possessed and has delusions of grandeur. You can tell by what she says. She has delusions of grandeur. These people are after her and only her. They don't want anybody else. If a person does not want to take care of their demons, then they need to go to a doctor, to a psychiatrist and a counselor and be put on medications or in a mental ward. And this is my humble opinion. I've been through all of this. I have a basis of comparison, and I wasn't born yesterday, and I'm not stupid. People love their fantasies more than they love the truth. So they want it to be voice to skull technology so they can have popularity versus admitting, okay, these voices, they're actually demons. I need to go through a freedom deliverance ministry. I need to go to through a freedom deliverance, and I need to be set free from these demons. And that's what I keep coming up against, are these people that, no, Holly, it's voice to skull. I'm fine. It's not demons. I'm so fine. I'm special. Well, you might not hear voices because they don't want you. You may have lived it. I didn't, but they want me. So first of all, you have to find out if the person is mentally stable. You have to know their medical history. You have to know their medical history. You have to know their background. And you have to know what you're doing. And these people on the internet simply do not know what they're doing. They're grasping at straws. We are never to take what's said on the internet as fact. We are to test everything. We are to research things and investigate things for ourselves and apply critical thinking. And when someone is mentally sick, they're not critically thinking. When someone is hearing voices in their head, they're not critically thinking, and they're not running on all cylinders. I know this because I've been through voice to skull. I've been through demonic possession. I've been through mental problems. When people hear voices in their head, they should automatically look at demons and start addressing their situation by going to Abba first, repenting for our sins, adding fasting, adding taking hallowed oil. Get extra virgin olive oil and anoint yourself in it. Grab other people to pray with you, because numbers in prayer work. You might want to grab at least one other person or 2 or 3 other people, or maybe 20 other people. Prayer chains work. Anointing yourself in hallowed oil works. Fasting works. Prayer works. Yahusha's name works. I think that everybody across the map, across the world, has to be concerned with the Gwen Towers, because all of you are being electronically targeted. All of you, whether you realize it or recognize it or not. It's coming from the Gwen Towers. Everybody's being affected by it. It's not just a certain handful of people being affected. It's not only the targeted individual community, it's all of you. The thing is that a lot of people don't recognize what's happening to them, because a lot of people have made a choice not to believe that the spirit realm is real. Holly, the spirit realm isn't real. Ghosts aren't real. Neither are demons. I don't believe in it. Well, just because you don't believe in it does not mean it's not real. Just because you do not believe in the spirit realm does not mean it's not going to attack you. Just because you don't believe it's real does not mean it's not there. A lot of people shut off their spirituality. You did? Oh, cool. Aaron, I'm so sorry. My cell phone went dead. Cool. I was going to go out and play a game of Frisbee golf when I get done with this. I just wanted to get my emotions right. And there were some things that I wanted to say so that I could have a light heart. Oh, shoot. I got all my emails open right now, Aaron. I'm transferring everything over to my new email addresses. So it's hollybaglio@myyahoo.com. And I'm transferring everything over to there. And I got my work cut out for me because I got a couple other emails that I had to open. I don't use my cell number for anything. I use emails. So I need to open up another email as a backup recovery email address. And that recovery email address I never give out to the public. So I got to switch everything over, and then I have to resend out my letter to land interviews so I can be a whistleblower. Continue on with it. Okay, thank you, Aaron. I will get it, and I'll get back to you. Here, you know what? Just wait once. Don't go anywhere, Aaron. Aaron. Hang on, Aaron. Mark, all right. Aaron, I will read your email. I did respond to you. You do not, if you're not comfortable with my response to you, that's okay. I will handwrite a response and just tell me how you are comfortable to speak, like Skype or Zoom or anything, or Facebook, and we will. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate it a lot. So, I guess, like, when it comes to people and their issues, you have to take it person by person, case by case. And I'll tell you my problems as a finite person is I have made generalizations in the past, and I apologize. And I want to explain where I'm coming from, because it seems like the only people that have come to me so far are people that don't want to do the work. They don't want to be honest. They want that feel-good service, and for it to go their way, they want to be told that they're good and right even when they're dead wrong. And I just can't do that, and I won't do that. There was another case that came across my desk, and this lady had me on the phone for 3 hours, man. And she's trying to say, oh, they're breaking into my house. They come in my house at night and take me. I don't remember anything. I have no memories of it. But my neighbor said they saw someone come in and take me out of my house in the middle of the night. Yep. That's what my neighbor said. Yep. So Holly, counsel me. Tell me what you think. I'm more of a super soldier than you and more wanted than you, right, Holly? Right? Okay, because that's what I want to hear, Holly. Meanwhile, her saying that her neighbor saw people taking her out of her house, that was a lie and made up. Nobody was breaking in her house. And if she was really concerned that people were breaking in her house, she would have done something about it. Instead, the lady goes, well, I put flour down so that way when they break in my house, I'll see their footprints and I'll know that they were here. Mm-hmm. Okay, all you're doing is making glue, because the next day you got to clean up that flour with water. All you're doing is making glue. That's a liar. If someone was breaking in your house, you guys that next day would be out getting new locks. You'd be out getting the meanest, vicious dogs you could possibly find. You'd be getting a home security system. You'd be getting self-defense weapons like a shotgun. You'd be putting chairs in front of your doors. The last thing you would do is put flour down. So the people that have come to me in the past, another woman, oh, Holly, I went to the library and I studied MK Ultra and I'm going to go do an interview. But before I do the interview, let me give you my testimony. And the person gives me their testimony memorized. And then when that person goes to do the interview, when they were on the phone with me, when they started crying, giving me their testimony, well, once they got on the interview, I noticed that on the interview, they start crying on the same word. They cried on the phone with me and they stopped crying on the same word. They stopped crying with me on the phone. Their whole testimony is memorized. They went to the library, put it together and memorized it, which means they never lived it. Holly, I'm from the Dumbs, but I have no memories, but I know I'm from the Dumbs. If you don't have memories from the Dumbs, then you weren't there. You're trying to force a round peg in a square hole. It's not going to work. I have memories because I was there. If you were electrocuted to wipe your memory bank, don't worry. Electric shock wears off and your memories come back. Just go ask all of those mental patients that were given electric shock therapy. There's no difference between that and what I went through. The electric shock therapy wore off. I had a flash flood of memories come in. So when somebody says, oh, my memory bank was wiped, that's a load of lies. That's a load of crap. No, your memory bank is not wiped. If you were there and you went through what you're saying you went through, you would have memories to back it up. The fact that you don't have memories is telling you you weren't there. Holly, I don't have memories of being a super soldier, but I know I was a super soldier, and I want you to treat me like I was a super soldier. The MK Ultra hypnosis always bleeds through. The electrocutions, they always wear off. Your memories come back. If you use medicinal cannabis, your memories are going to bleed through. And if you still don't have memories after that, then stop trying to force a round peg in a square hole and be thankful that you did not have to go through what I went through. But don't worry, even the fakes, frauds, and liars are going to have to go through the 7-year tribulation. So even though they stole my testimony and did not live it themselves, they're still going to have to go through hell. And on Judgment Day, in front of everybody, Yahuwah is going to go, why did you steal my child, Holly Baglio's testimony? You're not my kid. She's my kid. And you stole all the work I did with her and you never lived it? Get out of here. Goats go to my right. To my right. No, to my goats go to my left. Go to my left. Holly's already at my right. She's a sheep. I died in 2007. I have faced my creator and he resurrected me. And he told me I'm going to see his return and I'm sticking with him. And if your Alua is telling you that there's a rapture, well then your Alua is not my Yahuwah. Because my Yahuwah told me there's no rapture. And that's the truth. Oh, Holly, it's a harpazo. Listen, you guys cannot even understand English, and now you're dragging Greek words into it. Stop it. When the scripture talks about being in the air, that's talking about a resurrection, not a rapture. That's how it feels to be resurrected. There's nothing around. It's just you and Yahuwah, and he's bringing you back to life. It feels like you're in the air because there's nothing around. It's just you and Yahuwah with him breathing air into your 2 nostrils. So when I read, what is that in Corinthians? Where it talks about, oh, we'll be in the clouds. That's talking about a resurrection. We get 2 resurrections. When Yahusha returns, he's going to resurrect people. That's how they even get to be with him, is they get resurrected. Not raptured. And when they're being resurrected, it feels like you're in the air. There's nothing around. It's just you and Abba. I know because he resurrected me. And when I read the good book, I see that this in the clouds with Yahusha catching away in the air, it's a resurrection, which means you guys have to die first. You're going to be dead. And if you're in Yahusha, you'll be in a deep sleep and he resurrects you. And if you're his, he'll resurrect you to everlasting life. Thank you, Cecilia, for putting up with me. Want to do that. It's because they're participating with demons. Yes, they want popularity, money. There's a thing called obsessive liars, where people lie. They get enjoyment out of lying. It's a personal decision that they lie. It's a decision. They sit there and go, boy, Holly sounds great. I want what she has, so I'm going to steal what she has. And then I'm going to go and give interviews and try to pass her testimony off as my own. I'm going to steal what Holly has because I want it. That is a decision they've made. They've chosen to lie. They're not mentally ill. It's not demons. It's their decision. They're rotten people. Humans are not good by nature, nor do I believe that humans are good by nature. They're not. As little kids, you have to be taught to tell the truth, and you have to be taught to do good. Humans are not good by nature. Humans are evil by nature. The first thing all little kids do is what? Lie. I didn't do that. Now, don't you lie to mommy. Did you get in the sugar? No. Well, the sugar's all over the counter, and I know I didn't do it. And it's only you and I in the house, so you did it. Stop lying to me. Okay, mommy, I did it. I got in the sugar. You have to teach your kids to be good. Compulsive liars. It still doesn't give them any right to lie. And it doesn't let them off the hook from punishment. What's wrong is wrong. What's wrong is wrong. They can be compulsive liars, but they don't have to be compulsive thieves on top of it. Hey, Lisa Ann, how are you? You know, like just the other day because of Heather. Oh, well, Heather lost her husband and her kid. That doesn't excuse Heather from stealing money from me or using my name or saying that I'm boots on the ground for her. That does not excuse Heather or anybody else from doing that to me. What, because she lost her husband and kid? So that excuses her for stealing money and lying? No. I'm an ex-super soldier 37 years, and I don't act like that. I don't do those things because me being a super soldier for 37 years does not excuse me from those actions, and it does not give me permission to act like that either. If people want mercy, go to Yahusha. I forgive people. I have forgiven Heather, but that does not mean I forgot. And by the way, my altar, she wants to bring my altars into it. Hey, Heather, my altars blocked you and your profiles back in 2020, 2021. And Heather, you thought that because I had you blocked when you put that crap up about me that I wouldn't see it? Think again, Heather. I put you on block 4 or 5 years ago because I couldn't stand you back then, and I'm not going to start loving you now. I don't love liars, and I'm not learning how, and I'm not going to learn how to. I expose thieves, fakes, and frauds. I'm happy to be seen. So I guess I'm running this video because I realize that I've done wrong making generalizations. Just take a person by person. What may be for one person, like what might work for me, might not work for Aaron. Or maybe, Aaron has a problem that's similar to mine, but it's not. Maybe hers is from demons and mine is from a bad decision. So you have to take every person and situation for what it is and not for the situation that you just got done solving or being a part of. You know, just take every person and situation for what it is and how it comes. So I'm sorry to people for making generalizations. You hear the rooster? He's learning to crow or cock-a-doodle doo. When we first got the baby rooster, he was going do, do, do. Now he's going oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. He's getting it. The baby rooster. Oh, I love you, Hua. I love you, Hua. Sorry. That's my alarm clock reminding me to feed the chickens and rooster. No, I love you, Husha. I devoted my life to him. I can't imagine life without him. I don't know how I lived the first 40 years of my life. I still had him though. Like I remember talking to Yahuwah as a kid. I remember Yahuwah one time in the DUMS. I was in this one project and the lab coats, the programmers, they were beating me and they were telling me, you have to renounce your savior. Say it. And they were beating me. To be a part of any MK Ultra project, you have to renounce Yahusha. Even Kim Clement, you guys want to call him a prophet to Yahuwah? Oh my God. Dun, 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 dun. And I see. He was a part, Kim Clement was a part of that Morning Glory MK Ultra, where they brought a bunch of people in to predict what Heavenly Abba is going to do. Any MK Ultra project, all MK Ultra projects are absent of Yahusha, and you have to renounce your savior to be a part of these MK Ultra projects. So don't tell me Kim Clement is a prophet to Yahuwah when he renounced Yahuwah just to be in that MK Ultra project. He didn't prophesy anything. Not for Yahuwah. Maybe he made predictions for Satan. But I was never led to him. And I remember back in 2014 going, but what's this fuss about Kim Clement? You're not leading me to him. I can tell there's something wrong with him. And now I know what it is. To be a part of that project, Kim Clement was a part of that Morning Glory project, you have to renounce Yahushua Mashiach. I know because I was born into these projects. I was not sold in. I was not kidnapped off the street, brought into the Montauk Dome for a couple of months and then put back. I was born into these projects. Not everybody that goes in these projects is a created human. Not every person that goes in these MK Ultra projects has Anunnaki DNA. But the one project, I remember the lab coats were beating me, telling me, you have to renounce Yahusha. You have to renounce him. And I remember as a little girl in that project, I'd say, and I'd wait a long time. Renounce. So it was just me saying a word. I wasn't putting them together. But the lab coats realized what I was doing, and they were just beating on me harder, kicking and punching me harder, beating me harder, kicking me harder. Renounce him, renounce him. And I remember I looked up, and there's Yahusha, and he's standing there. And he's standing over my body right in front of the lab coats, and there he is, and he's saying, do what the lab coats tell you, Holly. And I'm like, no. He's like, Holly, do what the lab coats tell you. Renounce me. So I did what Yahusha said, because if I didn't, the lab coats were going to kill me. So I did what the lab coats wanted me to do. And the next thing, Yahusha goes, I'll be back, Holly. He turned around and walked out. The projects that I come from, I'm the only one that came out of these projects that tells you guys about Yahushua Mashiach. All the other people from the projects have turned to the New Age, JESUS, or they've gone their own way. Or they say they believe in the Creator, but they're not living it. Or they just outright chose a different god and goddess to worship. The projects that I came from, I'm the only one that came out of them that's leading you guys to Yahushua Mashiach. And I do not give you false doctrine. I do not give you lies. Somebody needed to be a witness for Yahuwah. And I witnessed for 37 years of my life what governments and militaries and peoples of this country and other countries do to little kids. And that's why I'm a whistleblower, is because I talk about these kids, what happened to them, and what are we going to do to stop it. There's only one way we can stop it that works. It's Yahushua. Because even if we were to eradicate one dumb over here, don't worry, 2 more are going to pop up. There's going to be 2 more other places that pop up that are going to still supply kids to people that want to snuff them. You weed one bad guy out, 10 more sprout up in its place. We could easily start by not allowing the royals to be above the law. We could put them on the same level that we are and then apply the law to them. But nobody's doing that. You're not allowed, like everybody gets mad at Adolf Hitler, but yet here you guys are in America and you hate the Rothschilds, you hate the Rockefellers, and that's okay. But you are the same people that get mad at Adolf Hitler for hating the same things that you hate. My stepdad was off the boat from Poland. He was a little kid off the boat from Poland. Him, his parents, his siblings, as well as their friends who were off the boat from Poland, would tell their stories and say all the time how much they hated the Jews. The Jews, 2% of the population, but they ruled the money and media. And what they do with the media? Well, they put smut up. They put porn up. They put homosexual crap up. The Germans and Poles, they didn't want it. They didn't want what the Jews were giving them. So Adolf Hitler gets off the Rothschild banking system. Adolf Hitler kicks out the media and the bankers, and then he's hated. And here you and I are stuck on the Rothschild banking system. And here you and I are stuck with Hollywood and the music industry. Now, it's okay for you and I to hate them, but you and I are telling other people it's wrong for them. Hate, dislike, whatever. Yahushua Mashiach was Hebrew. He spoke Hebrew. The tribe of Judah was Hebrew, and he came through the tribe of Judah. The other 11 tribes are not all Hebrew. No, they're not. The tribe of Levi, Scottish and Irish. Yeah, and you thought it was a Jew. You thought it was Jonathan Cahn, just like I did. Nope, we were wrong. Thank you, Abba, for making me wrong. May you always be the truth, and may all of us be a liar. Through these thousands of years, there's a bunch of different bloodlines in those 12 tribes, and this is what's important. And this is what's been stolen from you. And I'm pointing my finger at you guys in my chat room. Yes, I am. I'm pointing at you. You have had so much stolen from you. Abba, give me the words, please, because this is important. You guys have had so much stolen from you. You guys are taught that the 144,000 are Jewish guys over in the country of Israel. You're lied to, and you're being stolen from. How do you know that you're not a part of one of the 12 tribes? Well, if you want to believe the Zionist agenda, I mean what all the pulpits say. I mean all the false doctrine. I mean, if you want to believe the lies of this world, then you'll believe that those 12 tribes were all Jewish. No, they weren't. No, they weren't. I made a picture of this because Yahuwah showed me. Yahuwah showed me the 12 tribes. They have different bloodlines in them. They're not Jews. There might be some Jewish blood mixed in your body while you're a part of one of these tribes, but the 12 tribes of Israel are not Jewish. He's building you a coop. Oh my God. Yeah, we just did something with our chicken coop last night. Now the chicken coop's right by my bedroom window. I don't mind. I don't mind. That way I can keep an eye on them at night because I worry about the chickens. I do. I know it sounds weird, but I worry. So it's okay. But we got them that my cell phone's charging, so I can't show you now. We got them a chicken run. It's like a long hallway. And then we have like a fenced in cage over an actual chicken coop. You can kind of see it. I don't know if you can see it out this screen, but we got a little chicken coop where they can go in and lay their eggs. And then we got it underneath the tarp. And then on the other end, there's like a long chicken run. They've got a ton of room now. Predator proof. Yeah. Predator proof. One night I woke up at 3:30 and the homeowner was getting ready to leave for work. And I had a nightmare that something was happening outside. I got up and I started running out my room. I go running past him, running out the front door. Once I got outside and my feet hit the grass, I'm like, wait a minute. What am I doing? I need to go back inside. If there's a bear, how am I going to fight this bear? I need something. So I run back inside. I get some bear deterrents. I go back out and it turned out that the chickens were fine. But there I am running outside to defend the chickens in my PJs, barefoot, bare hands. I'm going to take them on. Who's bothering you? So I forgot what I was saying before that. I was saying something before that. Forgot. No, we don't have it on a tractor. Here, you know what? Let me hang on a second. All right, here, I got you on a battery pack. I can take you outside to show you. Hi, Casey. I'm going outside, and since I got you on a thing, let me grab something else. What was I saying before the chicken stuff? Can't even remember. Oh, that's because my keys and everything, I left them outside by the... Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I left them by the chicken coop. I remember there was a time in 2014 and 2020 where there was an altar. Oh, I heard a voice in my head and the voice never stopped screaming. And it turned out to be an altar. How did I get the altar to stop screaming? I needed to cradle her. I needed to take care of her. I needed to feed her, cradle her, tell her that she's okay, tell her she's not in the dumbs anymore, and tell her you can stop screaming. I hear you, and I'm going to do something about it. And then the altar stopped screaming. So there was a voice in my head, and it turned out to be my own voice. Demonic possession and altars, you will always hear your own voice. And this is where I don't want to tell the public the truth, because then somebody can show up and go, oh no, Holly, it's somebody else's voice, and completely lie to me. They can, and I don't want to give the liars more ammo. Voice to skull technology. Okay, demonic possession and altars. It sounds like your voice. Whether you're in a bad mood or in a happy mood, it's your voice. Voice to skull technology is going to sound like the person who's talking to you. That's why I found Robert Duncan, and I cannot believe I found him now after he's dead. Why could I not have heard his voice back when he was alive? Had I heard Robert Duncan's voice 3 years ago, I would have been like, oh, I know that voice. Oh, I know that voice. So if anybody wants to say BS to my testimony, they can kiss off. I know whose voice I heard in my head. And it was Robert Duncan's. That voice, it sounded like he was masked. It sounded like he was muffled. Robert Duncan. So this is what we got for chickens. This is what we got. We just put it together yesterday. We got them a little chicken run. I didn't put it together. So if something happens, don't get mad at me. So we got a little chicken run. Hey, Zero. It's great to see you, Zero Infinity. Yeah, you're right, Lisa. He knows what he's doing. I don't know what I'm doing, but he knows what he's doing. Hold on 1 second. So there's our rooster that I was hand feeding, but he's big now. He'll be full grown at the end of August, but right now he's bigger than all the other hens. The white ones are meanies. The brown ones are nice. That's brand new, but we put it underneath. We put it inside of that for added, like you said, added, hey, Vape King, added protection. For like added predator protection. And then they got a little run. They were over here, but not anymore. And then there's my bedroom window. They're adjusting. Hi, chickens. Yeah, it's really cool. I love fresh eggs. I love fresh eggs. I go through, when I eat, and when I eat properly, I go through at least 6 eggs a day. At least 6 eggs a day I eat. Like when they say eggs are bad for you, never listen to them. Eggs are really good for you. Ostrich eggs. Oh man, if I could get a raw ostrich egg for my shakes every day, I'd be the healthiest person you guys have ever met. Seriously, there's something in ostrich yolks that's really good for you. Really good for you. I just heard about it, so it's a rabbit hole I need to fall down because I don't know everything. But they've been doing experiments on ostrich eggs because there's something in the yolk that's really healthy for us and gets rid of fatal diseases. And there was a big thing up in Canada where people that had an ostrich farm were told by the Canadian government they have to euthanize all the ostriches. And it comes down to the fact of ostrich eggs being crazy healthy for us and can be used to combat certain diseases as a cure-all. So they don't want us having ostrich eggs. Predator plate, because ours is a permanently stationed. We are pouring a layer of cement around the base. Oh, you're going to have a nice coop, Lisa. You're going to have a nice coop. My chickens, they got a mansion, but they got to rough it. They're not mine, they're the homeowners, but I really enjoy taking care of them. I take care of them and feed them. But if the homeowner wants to put them in the house every night, he's going to have to put the chickens in the house every night. I'm not doing that. Rough it, right? They got a nicer place than I got. They got a place. Right? I'm only renting a room. Those ostriches had survived avian flu. That is the best kind to keep. Strains that can survive. Ooh. Yeah, I think the homeowner wants to get ducks too. And you know what that means, right? I'm going to get stuck taking care of them during the day. Hang on a second. That is a motion detector. Oh, come on. Enough. Thank you. Not at all shocked, really. Well, listen, America sucks. Right? I think Canada's beautiful. I remember, like, even in my normal life, my grandparents took me up to Niagara Falls a bunch of times. And throughout Canada, I thought Canada was so beautiful. I thought the people were always nice. Like, if I was not allowed to live in America anymore, I would go to Canada, most likely. You're right here. What are you guys doing? How are my fine feathered friends? My FFFFs? They're noisy today. They're very noisy today. Hogtied from raising our chickens. We are being pushed the trans agenda. Oh, I bet. I bet. We are not even allowed to tell a confused child that they are the sex. Oh my God. Oh, forget that. Forget that. I heard they're trying to also pass a law that states Sunday is the Sabbath. When they do that, I'm resting on Saturday because Saturday is the Sabbath. Saturday is the last day of the week. And the Sabbath was set up during the 7 days of creation in Genesis. When they do that, I'm going to find work to do on Sundays on purpose. And then I will work on Sundays. I will not rest. You know what? I would go against it anyway, Lisa. I'd wind up in jail. Oh, yeah, they got 2 things of water. They got that silver container right there. And then I have a second container of water over on the other side. I'm always making sure that the chickens have water. Like, I come out here a couple times during the day and refill up their bowls of water. Same with the dog and cat. I make sure the dog always has water. I notice that other people don't seem to care if their animals have water, but I care. Oh, I care. I'm on it. Yeah, no, it's okay. Yeah, I would go against it quietly. What are you guys doing? Boy, they're noisy today. Like I've never heard them making so much noise. No, I've always taken great care of my pets. Always. I've always made sure they've always had fresh water, food, treats. Always, always, always. Place to sleep. Yeah, like other people should not have pets. Other people, they'll throw food at the animal but not give it water. And it's like, I'd like to make you go without water for a week and see how you feel. Only give you food and you're not allowed to take a drink of water. Animals have souls. Well, if they're telling me about their new location, then I got to say, I don't think they like it. Because you know what? I don't think they like it. I might like it, but I don't think they like it. That black run, that run down there, that's new. Yeah, I rest on Saturdays too. I don't spend money and I don't make people work. And that's new for me. I make sure I keep on top of that Saturday Sabbath. That's a big one for Abba. You wouldn't think it, but it is a big one. They're not used to it yet. Okay. I'll tell you one thing they don't like is in this new coop. Oh, you can't really see it. But, they've already taken down the walls. I was going to say, in this new coop, their beds are sectioned off. There's dividers between each nest, and all of them sleep together. And I see that white chicken and brown chicken in there, what the white chicken is standing on top of is the divider. So I see they knocked the divider down. But they tend to all sleep and huddle together. But the homeowner was like, no, you got to leave the dividers in so they get in their nest by themselves. But they don't do that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take that divider out and get it out of their way. Yeah, when they were sleeping, all 6 of them, the rooster and all the females, all of them. Where's the other? Okay, this is how we had it. All the hens and rooster would get inside, right? It was not divided. It was just one open area. But in that coop, there's dividers in between each nest. So we had that coop attached to the end of that thing with the tarp. But the homeowner changed it around, as you can see, to that. So they do have a lot more room with no dividers. That's what I'm thinking, Vape King. But listen, who am I to tell the homeowner anything? Because I'm just stupid. I don't know anything. And what could I possibly know? Even if I look it up online, what could I possibly know? Yeah, I'm being sarcastic. But that's how people treat me. Like I'm stupid, like I don't know. And if I go to do something, it will just be undone. So I ain't touching it at all. Yeah, they got used to it with no dividers. So they're knocking the dividers down, which makes sense to me. That's probably why they're belly aching. Casey. Doggy. Where is this dog? What a pain in the ass. Casey! Damn dog. So, yeah, they tend to sleep all together, huddled together, even when they're laying their eggs. They all huddle together. So it doesn't make sense to have the dividers up. But he put the dividers up because I guess he wants them to start brooding, to hatch eggs. He wants them separated so they stay on the eggs. I don't know, whatever. I ain't touching it. Yeah. Yeah. Standing in the middle of the road, the dog knows better. Giving Aunt Holly a heart attack, bad dog. I'm like, oh, it was lovely to see you too, Lisa Ann. Thank you so much. So I should probably take a shower, brush my teeth. I'm going to go out and play a game of Frisbee golf. I'll go brush my teeth first, and then I'll go play a game of Frisbee golf. And then maybe through that game, Abba can tell me what I'm going to do today. I got a lot of computer work, laundry, and house cleaning. What are you doing? Getting snot all over me. My rumble. He just starts rumbling. Like whenever he hears my voice, he rumbles. I don't even have to pet him. And he starts rumbling. Yeah. You're such a good boy. I love you so much. You're such a good boy. Oh, yeah. All right. I guess I better get going too. Just look it up. Look it up. They're like easy. They eat everything. Like I forget the stuff my gram taught me, but I can look it up online and refresh my mind. Yeah, he is. He just starts purring. Yeah. He's got the good life now. He was a feral cat. He doesn't even want to go outside. Come clean your Now that I'm back to renting a room from someone, no, I ain't cleaning anybody's house. I love cleaning my own house. No, I do like cleaning though. You're just so happy. I love you so much. And he doesn't even want to go outside anymore. He's such a good boy. All right, so I will be doing computer work today. I will, if you sent me an email, I will get back to you guys. I am a little bit slow, but the good thing is I'm only slow by a couple of days, not by months. I'm on top of my emails again. Well, it's because I just had so many problems. I had to delete everything that I was saving in Gmail and Proton. So, all right, beautiful, fine folks. And you are beautiful, fine folks. I love you. And I cherish you. And thanks for putting up with me. And don't be playing matchmaker, okay, guys? Please don't do that to me anymore. Just don't. If Abba puts a man in my life, he'll put a man in my life and I'll go for it. But don't do that to me again. Like what happened over the past couple of weeks. I don't want to be thinking about that. I don't want to be thinking about any of that stuff. All right. Ta-ta for now. I love you fine folks. All right. Go have a good day. And I'm going to go check myself. I love